Hi, I'm Kayanne, and I'm here with some of my journals, and I thought I'd catch you up a little bit about what's been going on in June. I also have a little bit of just journal catch up to do, but I have used this year the Hobonichi Cousin Avec, January through, get to that, January through June. And so I'm getting, soon we'll be going into my July half of the year. And this first half, I have tried something different than what I did last year, where the weekly pages, I still use the same. The monthly, since it doesn't go through the whole year, I actually got a Midori, just month view insert so that I could have the whole year at a glance, no matter which, half year. So I don't need to have both of these books in at the same time. So the monthly pages, this view I've been using to plan my Patreon, record my Patreon stuff and what I'm doing there. And then these pages are I keep track of videos both on YouTube and my Patreon videos. So that's what this is. And then I used my weeks just the same as I did last year. But then my daily pages I've used for just general kind of record keeping and notes and plans, and I have sermon notes in here, I have business records in here, I have lists of that I need to do or to pack or to art to make or income or milestones or different things like that. I had there's a little sketch of an art piece that I was making. So it's just kind of all of that kind of stuff, because I was finding I didn't really have room for that when I was doing it. So that's what I was trying to do. So this year I did that. This, starting in July, I wanted to reevaluate since I'm starting a new book, whether that really works for me. And I think what I have decided is a couple of things. One is, I think I want to go back to doing my creative journaling on these pages. I feel like I'm not totally using these. Like, there's several that are pages that are blank just because I didn't have anything I needed to write down that day. So I think what might be plus, when I take this out, then like prints, things I kept records of are somewhere else then. So I think what I will do, and I did not actually bring that up with me, but I have just a Hobonichi notebook, and I think I'm going to use the notebook to keep this kind of stuff in. And then I will have, it current no matter whatever book I'm using. So I will go back to keeping my daily journal in here and my weekly to-do lists in here also. And then I will continue though with the monthly view being my video plans and that type of thing, and my, where is it? These pages being my, well, that's 2023, that's why. These pages being my Patreon plans. So I think that's what I'm going to do with that. So I think I've decided there that at least for this next half of the year I'm going to do that. The other thing that I was having a little issue with is that this will soon contain, well, I have these pages that I stick like business cards in. I always have important papers that need stuck, in. I mean, that's just a reality. It's not ideal, but it's just how I function. I have this monthly calendar with the whole year view, which I will continue. to use. I'll have it'll be this one, but my July through December, which will get bulky because it'll have my daily pages, and then I will also have that, probably keep that notebook in there as well. So, in other words, this becomes a little too bulky. Like I can't just stick it in my purse or my handbag. It's a bulky item. So, I have my A6 Hobonichi, which this is the whole year, but I started out, it was being my, like doing a sketch a day type challenge, which I really like because it's stated, it gives me accountability. I really like doing that. The only thing I didn't like is that these often became Patreon images, and a lot of them did anyway, and having those little grid lines made it hard to clean up. So I've kind of gone back to just a regular sketchbook to do my sketches in. Then if I do decide to have my patrons use it, I don't have those grid lines to worry about cleaning up. So I am trying, for the month of June, I'm experimenting with using these pages, these daily pages, as my kind of expanded list making and things I need to jot down. If there's something that more permanent that I want, to keep, to refer back to again and again, then they will go in that notebook that I was talking about that I don't have here with me right now, so I apologize for that. So I think I've been trying to do that in June. That's working fairly well. I can make a little bit bigger, more complete list than in my weekly pages. So I'm thinking about that. This I just saved for, this is from the bank. I just saved that because I was going to cut out that number. So that's what I'm thinking about there. The other thing then that I would use that I have not been is I would go ahead and fill out these monthly pages too, so that I would have my schedule with me when I'm, out and about doing things. So, so that's kind of what I'm looking at there. So I'm still I'm using June as kind of an experiment month. June's a crazy month for me anyway because I have 3 weekends of art shows in a row, and then I have a 4-day workshop, and it's just like that pretty much wiped out because there's only like a couple days in between each thing, and so it's kind of a crazy month anyway. So it seemed like a good time to kind of try out something different. I did get this little A6 Hobonichi weekly view in case I have not yet used it, but in case I feel like I got to revert to the weekly view. So big experimentation going on is the bottom line. I also have I keep receipts for, when we're traveling for art show, I keep receipts for that. I get business cards. And this can all fit in my purse. So that's what that's doing. It's still kind of a chunky little guy. I haven't decided yet. It could actually be my wallet too. Haven't taken that plunge yet. So I'm still kind of feeling my way, but that's what I'm experimenting with. I'm not sure where I'll end up. I'm always in the search for the perfect system. But this I do know is that I will be using this beginning July, and so I never did get my day free that I used for my daily pages January through, it only fit through May. I never got it decorated. I never got this cover decorated. So I really want to decorate this before I start using it, because once I start using it, it seems like I never get them decorated. So that's on my agenda. I also then, for the month of June, since this hasn't started yet, and I had a gap, I'm using just this little guy for June. It was just a real cheap little notebook, and like I said, June is so busy. I decided to not really force myself to necessarily, like, I can give each day a single day. I can give it a double spread if it's, you know, a bigger day. I can kind of do what I want to do, and I'm not being real rigid with myself on that, other than I do want to spend time just for my own benefit working in there. So I have some catching up to do in there, and I've been saving little bits and pieces for that purpose. I have all kinds of little odds and ends here and wrappers, and this is the kinds of things I keep when I'm out and about. This is a little drawing that my grandson did and gave to me, so I kind of want to stick it in there. This is a bracelet from the last art show, was a river festival also, so we had this bracelet to wear. I want to incorporate it somehow. When we're traveling, we spend the night in Buster, our shuttle bus that we use to haul our art, and we also sleep in it. And it does not yet, someday hopefully it will, but it does not yet have a shower, so we go to Planet Fitness to shower, and I just had that sticker. This is the little program book. I have some other things stuck in here. This was a napkin from a reception, which will probably go in my art collage, but it's here for now. And this is a sticker. So I have several things gathered. I also have some more things that I've actually already, you know, stuck in the book. Some photos that I printed and such. I need to print some more photos too, so I'll probably go do that. And so I am just going to come back and get to work, and but I just kind of want to fill you in on what was going on, because I'm a little bit all over the place, not my usual stuff. The thing I have that has stayed a constant, is my 5-year diary, journal, whatever, and I'm still, you know, doing pretty good. I think I might have had a blank day in here. No, I think I went back and got it. So I'm doing pretty good at doing this at least each day. So once in a while I miss a day and I have to, you know, catch it up later, but I'm trying to not let too much time pass, and I'm keeping pretty caught up in it. So I always have this that I can refer back to, even as I'm doing this, to kind of jog my memory. And this is not going to change. I'm still totally thrilled with this. You know, it's fun to see that getting close to halfway through the year here, and I just like how the pages are starting to look. I'm pretty careful not to add a lot of extra stuff in, but I do some sketching here and there. I have occasionally stuck something in, but not often. Like here's a little image. So that's kind of what's going on there, and I'll probably put you on with some music, and I will get to work on these projects. Oh, one more thing. While we're on the topic of traveling and keeping up with things, I think maybe you've already seen it, but I just wanted to share my setup for my travel journal. I got this peg and all finally, this little roll up that I wanted. It's very well made, very practical. This just slips right into a pocket on the top. It unrolls. It has a little storage. It holds tons of pens. It has a little storage here that's big enough to fit my scissors, some glue, a sticky notepad, an eraser, some washi tape, and I also have some of my carbon ink refills for my pen here. So just kind of like the basic necessities that I need. and sometimes that's all I have. I have some these are like super cheap fountain pens. I think they were under $5 each. You buy three on Amazon, and I have them filled with 3 different colors of ink that I really like. Colorverse, I think is the brand. I have Brunch Day, and then this kind of olive green color, so this kind of a blush pink and olive green, and then I have this Kakamori Zaboon, I believe it's called. It's kind of a tealish blue. So I have those in there, which I really like to write with, or even sketch with. I have a couple, these are different brands. I usually use Micron, but these are just some others I happen to have. I have a 05 and or a .05 and no, this one's 0.5 and a 0.1 size tips. I have my snazzy little X-Acto knife with the tiny little blade. Come in handy. I have this eraser that's like a fine tip. I love these erasers because you can erase little tiny areas. My carbon ink pen, which is great. Whoops, I always do that. It's great for drawing. Use that a ton. I have my Mitsubishi pencil that's got the red and the blue ends. I have just 2 different colors of these Uniball ballpoint pens. They're very nice for writing. This is a dark blue and a pink. You know, those are things I'll change out from time to time. I also have this little black Uniball hybrid Technica pen by Pentel, 0.4. I have a white gel pen. I have one of the just a cheap Bic 4 different color pen. I have a couple drawing pencils. I guess 3 drawing pencils. I have this one that's a 2B by General Pencil. I have this. It's just this little pencil just came with. I got this pencil extender, which I really like. It's got a clip-on thing, but it came with this pencil, and so I haven't really stuck another pencil in there yet. I have this that I actually got at a Borders bookstore of all places, but it's got the real fat drawing lead in it, and you used to have a special sharpener for those kind of bulky, but this is the coolest thing because the end comes off and it's actually a sharpener, a lead pointer. So is that cool? So I have that, so it's just like a big fat lead that's nice for drawing with. And then I have just a selection of colored pencils, and like I said, I kind of can change these out from time to time. I just have some I stick my Prismacolors in. I am hesitant to take my really nice colored pencils, afraid that they might melt sometime, if I'm leaving this in the car. Oh, the other important thing is I have a couple water brush pens. I can't go without my water brush pens. And then I also have, I think anything in that, there is something in that pocket. I have a gray Zig Clean Color brush pen, which can be really nice to sketch with. And then in the pocket, besides on this side I have my journal, then I have this little thing that I made of, I've also stuck in some, I just kept this as for the color, and this too, so these are collage materials, so I can take those out now, but it was a little place to store them. And then this is a Peerless watercolor sheet. I had one a while back that I've used a lot, and I just decided to make myself a new one. So this has a selection of very concentrated watercolor colors. So if I don't have my other watercolors with me, I still have that. So really everything I could need right here. Of course, that doesn't stop me from having more, but it's kind of a little stuffed guide, but that's okay. It's very flexible on size, so it's kind of made to be stuffed. And it just closes up like so. These are very pricey. I suggest looking for them used, although some of the used ones that I found actually cost more than it did getting a new one. So you just gotta watch. That's all I have to say. So, but I do really like this, and it's been very handy, especially traveling. So I'll be right back and we'll get to work. feel really good about what's gotten accomplished. I got this covered and ready to go. My little June journal that is going to just travel with me, and I have it kind of decorated and ready to go. It's not complete or up to date, but it's to where, you know, when I'm riding in a car or something, I can kind of fill in some of the other things. So I have a good start on it, and I have some little sticky notes in here to remind me what I need to write. I am being really flexible about how I use page. Like if I had a big day with a lot going on, I gave myself a double page. Here's another double page. We were at a show, another double page. But then I put the next 3 days on a double page, because all I was doing is working and getting caught up. So it's like I'm trying to make it easy on myself. Here's another double page. I just need to do a little writing in here. These days each have a single page. Here's a double page. So I'm just being very flexible on how this works out. These days have single page, and you know, that's as far as I've gotten. But I feel real good about that. I better it's, you know, more manageable. I'll be able to get that caught up okay. So productive time today. And so again, this just slips in this pocket, and I am good to do some more traveling. I'll be back by the time you're seeing this, but as I film this, I'm getting ready to hit the road again later today.